Hey y'all, it's your girl Coco Kinsey. So before we get started, we got a little housekeeping, okay? So if you have not, go ahead and click that button and subscribe. What do you have to lose, right? So go ahead, click the button, subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. All right, we're gonna get into this latest episode of Love Island. As you all saw, I'm sure you saw our girl Cashay has gone home. Now, there's so many that I've seen online that are upset, they are confused, they don't know. It's an attack on Cachet. I mean, all these things. People are coming for Charlie left and right. Then there's a group that knows the truth. And I'm gonna have to say, because I genuinely, y'all know, if you followed me, then you know I was rooting for my girl. I was rooting for Cachet hard. And just as the episodes went on, we went from really authentic to I felt like she really started playing for the cameras. And then, I mean, dare I say it, she got the big head. I really feel that way. So we can get into the recoupling a little bit. So obviously, let me go ahead and get some of the other folks out the way. So we know Will chose Kira. He's going to ride that out to the end, and let's see how that works for him. I don't see it. It's very boring. It does not seem authentic. Whatever, okay? But they're together. Cool. Then we had now. Now I know that Corey made his decision obviously before Charlie made his decision, but I didn't think, like so a lot of people have been questioning sometimes Corey's common sense, but he rethought that thing now because when we talk about winning, when we talk about Josh and Shannon leaving, that has opened the door for so many other people. It pretty much left the door wide open. And even though I think once Josh and Shannon left, I think a lot of people feel like, well, not a lot of people, let me say, I think Will and Kira feel like, okay, now it's us because we're the longest standing couple. And because the same thing, this is what I'm about to get into, is what Cachet had to learn is for as much as is two parts. So the coupling plays a part, obviously, but also America has a vote. And when you put the two together, it's a perfect mix. You got to put the two together correctly. Because you want 2 plus 2 to equal 4. If you're not putting 2 plus 2 together, it's not going to equal 4. Okay? So Corey thought about that thing and he thought, well, America really likes me. America really likes Liv. So if I pick Olivia, I mean, he didn't say this, but in my head, this is what he was saying. And this is, I'm gonna get into that later. So stay with me, okay? Stay with me. It's about staying in your head. Say stuff in your head. Don't say it out. Keep it in your head, okay? Corey is playing the game. We finally have a game, people, okay? We're getting some common sense. Corey picks Olivia. Now, do I really think, I do think that him and Olivia, of course, have a bond because I think you get friendships, whatever. Do I think he would have in real life picked Olivia over Bailey? No, because he was obviously more attracted to Bailey. Not to say that Bailey's personality maybe hasn't, because sometimes physically you can be attracted to somebody and their personality isn't what you think. Perhaps. But do I think Corey's being smart and trying to play the game? Yes. So he picks Olivia, which obviously leaves the door open for Jeremy to pick Bailey. So he does, obviously. Why Jeremy is still here, y'all, is beyond me, but he's still here. And at this point, I can't even be mad at him because, maybe him and Trina know something, okay? Maybe him and Trina know how to play the game correctly because they still here. They're still here. And the people that you think should not, like who, even like Giovanni should still be here. Even love, hate, Cinco, whatever. I feel like Cinco should still be here. Cachet. So maybe kind of sitting in the background is the way to go. Okay, so obviously we already said Jeremy, so then we said Trina. So Trina, she keeps having lives, y'all. She knew she was going. You could see it on her face. She knew she was going home. She was sad. So Andre, because he was gonna pick Olivia, he didn't get to know anybody else. He picks Trina. He picks Trina. Why does he pick Trina? I don't know. So I guess so we can get down to the answer. So it's all on Charlie. He's like, it's not gonna be on me. Not gonna be on me to send Cachet or Cachet home. Nope, 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 nope. So he picks Trina. Who else? Oh, Casey picks Ellie, which, not surprised. That's who he was getting to know Totally, totally fine. So then we have the grand moment of Charlie. Now, what I'm going to say is, I've seen some ugly things people been saying about Charlie. I've seen people attack him, saying people that he need to get rid of him. Y'all back up off Charlie. So we get to Charlie, and he does not pick Cashay. He picks Atlanta. He says that it's his choice, and he wants to, it was a difficult choice, but he wanted to go with who he felt like he had a better connection with, and we could see somebody where he could grow with. And obviously, the Cinco situation, he didn't feel like he could grow for that. But let's pause, because I've seen a lot of people say, just under attack with Charlie. And again, y'all, I don't really feel any way too much about Charlie, because I don't get to see, you don't see too much of his personality necessarily. Because, he seems to be kind of thoughtful, pause, and what, I don't want to say thoughtful, but he seems to pause a lot before he speaks. But what I will say is, I really just feel like Cachet honestly played herself. But y'all back up off that man, Charlie, for real. That man ugly cried. I could see if he shed like a few tears, like some people we've seen on the show who have. So, but that man ugly cried, like ugly face, everything. So obviously it was hard for him. It meant something to him. Back up off that man, okay? Cachet went home not because of Charlie, truthfully. Cachet went home because of Cachet. And this is somebody who was rooting for her. I was really rooting for her from the beginning, but she started to smell herself. She did. And I hate it for her, but she was so not self-aware. Now, I'm not gonna drop the video, because I'm not gonna have them take down my video. And I worked too hard. I got took my mom away from my kids. No, so I'm not gonna have them take down my video. But however, I will provide the link in the comments, y'all. Okay, if you have not, because there seems to be a lot of confusion as to why Charlie didn't. And if you're confused after the video, then I don't know. It's beyond me. So if you don't have Paramount Plus, then you miss the episode where they're laying in bed. Charlie and Cachet are laying in bed. So follow me, follow me, follow me. Now, no, if we already saw the Cinco situation, now obviously, I don't know how some people seem to already be confused with that. Well, they knew, he knew what she had feelings for Cinco, and he was willing to still go. Yes, get that. Okay, so we can all agree to disagree on some of that. So, okay, he knew, and he didn't like it. Maybe it took a little longer than he thought. But let's remind you that they are in here with no TV, so 5 days, I think it was 5 days, they said that she had been talking about Cinco. I don't know, Cinco. So 5 days with nothing, really nothing to distract you, and that's all you can talk about. That probably seems like a long time in isolation. So he was put off. So so maybe y'all felt like he should have let her ride it out and work out her feelings. And I guess he shouldn't have feelings. But okay, let's agree to disagree. Okay. So once Cinco goes home, they're in the link. I'm in the link below. Okay. In the video, you'll see them laying in bed. Now, this is where I say being self-aware. And remember when I said, Corey, sometimes you say stuff in your head. You don't say it out loud. When you're playing the game, don't say it out loud in your head. So they're laying in bed, and it starts off very jokingly and cute. But this is where I say Cachet got the big head. And she played herself, right out the door. They're laying in bed, and he's talking about his beard and whichever, and whether he should keep it or not. And she's telling him how she feels like he should look. And he's like, I thought you loved me for me, And so then she brings up, because I want to get the quotes right, honey. I don't want to be misspeaking, y'all. So she says, she asked him about America loving him. Like, she said, pretty much, I'm not going to give y'all the quote because y'all can look at the video. She essentially says that, America picked you because of me. Like, were you scared that you were going home? And he's like, hell yeah, I was scared. And she was like, well, America loves me, so duh, America loves you. Not you riding my coattails. Now, we all know sometimes stuff can be said in jest. But given the situation that this man is already a little bit uneasy with the Cinco situation, and then you kind of say, and I know some people will say, oh, well, you got to let a man be a man. Now, first of all, me, because I'm a woman, and if you said it to me, I'm gonna be like, no, riding your coattails. Like some stuff you don't say, baby. Sometimes stuff you don't say, girl. Like keep it to yourself. And I think it just got to the point where she felt like America loved her so much, and I think even before this moment, obviously, in the other time when America got to vote, she was voted top two as well. So I think she felt like she really had the platform to kind of do and maneuver as she wanted to. And I think, and again, sometimes subconsciously, I felt like she felt like it was a different set of rules for her. So when she was maneuvering and kind of doing as she pleased, then maybe she didn't feel like it was the same kind of things that maybe Charlie or whoever else she chose to deal with could do, and she learned the hard way. So again, as much as America has a choice, you also got to think about this recoupling. You got to play the game. Now I know I said I'm not going to say his name that much, but if you watch last season, then you know Caleb, and I'm just saying I'm not going to see me mention him too much. But what Caleb did do was he played the damn game. He played the game, y'all. Well, obviously we know based on his actions. Some stuff was different, but he remained humble acting. He remained humble acting. He played the game. He played the part. Cachet, should just start to, frolic and move, however, and you didn't play the part. Because at the point where Cinco was gone, what you should have been, you should have been, very calculated in how you were speaking. But you know what? If you didn't want to be calculated, fine. Again, it's a risk you took, and unfortunately, you went home for it. Now, why the girls have an attitude with Charlie is beyond me. Y'all saw, like, come on, like, y'all saw your girl frolicking around with Cinco. Y'all don't like it when it's done to you. Olivia, I love you, girl. I really, really do. But you did not like it when Corey seemed confused with you or anybody. Like, come on, Trina, you didn't like it. So why? Let's not attack Charlie. People are allowed to do what they want to do. Everybody did what they did, and these are the results. Say what you will, but I'm disappointed of no sense that Cashay went home, because like when you've already lost Shannon, obviously for sometimes of the drama of the show, Cashay was definitely good TV. Giovanni was good TV. We're losing some of the hype, but I think now we might really have a show. We might be surprised, because I'm really thinking maybe Elena will feel comfortable enough to kind of serve up some stuff. Maybe she wasn't serving up before. I'm excited to see kind of how everything plays out and reacts with Charlie, given that situation. Um, I'm excited to even see Trina and Andre. I hope now. I'm hoping that, because again, these girls do not seem self-aware. Kira does not seem self-aware. Trina does not seem self-aware. Maybe Olivia sometimes. She has moments of clarity, probably the most, and the new girls kind of were still kind of trying to get used to and kind of get a feel for them. But let's see what we got on our hands now, okay? We shall see. Again, like, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will be sure to leave the link below. And just come on, I mean, it really is sad to see Cachet go, because I really feel like it was hers to lose. She had it all in her hands once. And who, obviously nobody could have imagined or have known that Josh and Shannon were going to go home, given the sad situation. But once they left, it was hers on a platter to have. It was hers on a platter to have. All she had, even with all the mess behind, she still was like, just, she was in her own head. She was in her own head. And now she's going for it. So I'm excited. Now, before we go, let me address this, because I've seen a lot of people. I saw Trina obviously on the inside. They don't know what's going on the outside. So, oh, well, good. Well, now she can go get Cinco, because that's what she loved anyway. They're made for each other. Okay. Y'all gonna make me cuss. Yeah, I'm not gonna cuss. I'm not gonna cuss. I'm not gonna cuss. Y'all know daggone well that man is not interested in her, not in the least bit. Now, if you watched After the Island, then you saw Cinco be interviewed. When the question was asked, again, first of all, in the villa, he didn't want her. He rejected the opportunity to be with her at least 3 times. It wasn't till all options were exhausted. You want to talk about riding coattails? That's who was trying to ride the coattails. Could he have rode the coattails better? Hell yes, but that's on him. Now you think outside the villa, he wouldn't choose you in an isolated space, and you think out in this real world he's gonna choose you, girl, please be self-aware. Don't set yourself up for failure. Don't let these fools watching set you up for failure, okay? There's somebody out there for her. I really do believe it, and I feel like it's fortunate because I do feel like the whole rejection portion from Cinco initially changed her whole attitude, and it really I felt like it really made the authenticity that we saw initially from her really go away. Because I think, she felt insecure and she was really trying to find her way. And then when she realized America really liked her and was rooting for her, then it went to a whole nother notch. And I really just feel like she completely got in her own way at that point. But if you look at After the Island, when they asked Cinco if he was going to go after Cachet, once she came out the villa. And first of all, the hesitation that it took with him to answer, first of all, was a problem. Then when he finally did answer, that's on her. She's gonna have to come to me. Yeah, he doesn't want her. He didn't want her then, he doesn't want her now. And I feel bad because she put her whole everything on the line for somebody who is not into her. So stop lying to that girl. Stop lying to that girl. It had nothing to do. That's not Charlie's fault. Hell, it might not even be Cinco's fault at this point, even though, I know we're all mad at Cinco, but we gotta teach our girl how to read body language, listen to people's words, look at their actions. If they're not matching up, it's not for you. Not for you, okay? So Cachet girl, we love you still. I'm praying that we get we get a little bit more self-aware, that we go back and watch some of those episodes and see where we had some missteps, and then see kind of what was really said, and look at how you were moving, look at how these people were moving, and then match up and see what the hell went wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep the videos coming. We got another episode coming up here on Sunday. Let's just take a moment back and let's reflect on what has happened. Okay. Because it's been a lot these past couple of days. It's been a lot and not a lot because it started off real slow. But in ending, I'm going to do my Andre clap. Y'all, I about died. I was dead. I was dead. I was dead, y'all, when he did that. But I digress. Y'all have a good day. I will talk to you guys later. Again, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and let me know what you think. I will be sure to leave the link below. And I'm going to see you guys in the comments, and I will talk to you guys later.